Hey, good morning to everybody. Happy Monday. It's Daryl here. It's 4 a.m. bright and early here in Connecticut on the East Coast. Okay, so yesterday I thought for sure I knew what I would be talking about today. I was going to wait. I kind of didn't do too much of a video yesterday, and I wanted to see what Donald Trump was going to say. I thought for sure I'd have some material for Monday morning. So I figured I'll just wait. I'll see what Trump's got to say, and I'll come out with a great video Monday morning. No such luck, man. You know what? Trump was boring. The whole CPAC thing was anti-climactic. I got more of a kick. I got more anger, more disgust, more feelings from when I watched Ted Cruz, Josh Hawley, and his son Don Jr. I had more to talk about. Honestly, Trump was boring. It was it's the exact same rhetoric. Exactly what you thought he was going to say, he said. I'm not going to start a third party. I'll probably hinting that he's going to be coming back. The election was fake. Blah blah blah. The Supreme Court was against me. The Supreme Court didn't have the guts. It was nothing. Absolutely nothing new. He hasn't talked in 2 months. I don't even know. I don't even care. He's faded into nothingness at this point. Really, I thought it was going to be hard to not talk about Donald Trump. I did a video where I agreed with Bo, the fifth column, that we weren't going to highlight every day, all the stuff Donald Trump does and says. We weren't going to feed into that. And it hasn't been a problem because he's kind of faded into nothingness. When I saw him on the stage, there was actually part of me that felt pity for him. I can't believe I'm saying that, but as he walked off the stage, I saw his hair. The hair is falling down. He's 75, 76. I pray to God that I don't do this with my hair in 20 years from now. That I'm not still trying to do this with my hair in 20 years. I pray to God that I'm not pushing 300 pounds and trying to hide it in 20 years. I don't want to be him. I don't want to be anything like him. So he gets up there and he insinuates that he'll be back in 2024. By then he's going to be almost 80, 78, 79. Honestly, there was nothing to talk about. It was obvious. This is what I'll talk about what I noticed. All right. The stage. Let's talk about the stage. The similarity to from the 1930s. I got to be careful how I phrase this. 1930s, 1940s Germany. The SS Waffen. I believe that was they were called their insignias. They used insignias from the Norse, from Odin. And the stage was basically the exact shape of this Odin rune, R-U-N-E, rune. I'll probably put something on my community page to show you guys. Most of you have probably seen this already. And here's the thing, guys. To me, this is more interesting than anything Donald Trump said or did. So I'm going to kind of skip over Donald Trump, what he talked about, because I really don't. It was the same old crap, and I really don't care. There's nothing really to talk about what Donald Trump talked about. So I looked at this stage, and I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt. I have architectural experience. I went to school for 4 years, two degrees, and about 4 years experience in 2 different architectural offices. And I was trying to think design-wise, what was the reasoning? If there was any other reason why they would do that stage. Could it have been an accident? Did they do it for space? Did they do it for aesthetics? Did they do it because of the coronavirus? Probably not, because they don't care. It was basically a super spreader event. But I thought about all that stuff in my head. Now, you saw the stage, and then there was almost like wings up above. And for a second, I started to think, I was like, well, maybe they were trying to imitate an American eagle. Maybe I'm trying to give them the benefit of the doubt that they weren't subconsciously or consciously using a symbolism from the 1930s, 1940s Germany, SS Waffen soldiers. So I was trying to give them the benefit of the doubt, stage-wise. And there's the V where the people stand, and then there's the 2 top pieces that are almost like wings. And it didn't look like a bird. It doesn't look, so I was trying to think of different reasons. Was there any purpose for those two top pieces and for the spaces in between? And honestly, I couldn't think of one valid reason. If anything, it goes against aesthetics. It goes against utilizing space and the crowd, and to if I was going to make a design, I'd make a half circle facing out like a hug into the crowd. That was the first thing that came to my mind. And with an area in the front coming out to stand, and I would put like two arms coming out on either side, like a hug. Honestly, that's the first thing that came to my mind. Obviously, me and the conservative, the CPAC people have a way different mindset. But anyway, this is what I think really happened. I'm guessing. The people that designed that, I bet you all throughout the last 4 years, there's been protests with very far-leaning right-wing groups with this symbol on their flags at these events. So there's a good chance that the people that developed that stage have seen the symbolism before at their events. Honestly, I think there's a good chance it might have been subconscious. They've seen the symbolism. They don't know for sure. They probably don't. A lot of people don't know it's related to Odin and to 1930s, 40s Germany. They've probably seen it, and maybe they thought it was cool. It's not as obvious as some of the other symbolism from that period. You know what I'm talking about? And maybe it's stuck in their head. They thought, hey, it's kind of cool. It was subconscious, and they made the stage like that. Maybe it was a little more purposeful. I don't know, but I honestly don't believe that it was a complete accident. That there's just too much there. If you look at all the angles and all the pieces of that symbol, the chances of that being accidental, I started to do some odds, some chance probability computations, and the chances of that being purely coincidental are astronomical. I think it's almost definite that either consciously or subconsciously, the people who designed that stage saw that symbol before at these rallies featuring far right groups. But enough about that. They're probably going to deny it, of course. So it's neither here nor there. Let's talk about that golden Trump. That golden Trump Bart Simpson statue. All right, we've all heard the story now. It was made in Mexico. It was painted. It was shellacked gold here in Florida. One guy made it. He said he'd take $100,000 for it. That's the backstory on it. I'm not sure if it was based on Bart Simpson. It looks amazingly like Bart Simpson. Apparently, here's a little fact: the magic wand with the star that Bart Simpson Trump is holding in his hand. Apparently, he said Obama made there's a quote from Obama where he said something about Trump would need a magic wand to miraculously create jobs, and that's where this came from. If you saw, I was wondering where that stupid little magic wand, it just makes this thing look even. I have to laugh. And here's the thing. People were lining up by the hundreds to post, to take pictures, to post on their Facebook and Instagram accounts with this god-awful, ugly, golden Trump monstrosity. And then there's the whole thing going back to the Israelites. And yesterday I said the golden... Did I say the golden sheep? Or I said the golden lamb. That was a big mistake. I as soon as I said it, I was like, the golden calf. It was a golden calf. We all know that the lamb is associated with something else. And this is all off the top of my head. I've read the Bible. I've never taken Bible classes or anything. But anyway, not even getting into that these people at this conservative convention are posing with a golden idol of their cult leader. I don't know if they don't get the relationship. Have they not read the Bible? Are they making fun of their own Bible, of their own situation? Are they mocking the Bible? It's so bizarre. I don't know. To me, that's much more interesting, and just much more interesting than anything Donald Trump said yesterday. So the bottom line here, Trump just spewed the same old nonsense. There was absolutely nothing that I didn't expect. There was nothing profound, nothing new, same old fake news, no spines, Republicans in name only. I won the election, rigged, blah, 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 blah. He's been gone for over a month and a half, 2 months. I don't even know how long he's been gone. I mean, he could at this point, I think he could disappear for a year and nobody'd notice. He's fading into oblivion. And that is the best news I've heard so far. All right. I'll be back later with another video. You guys have a good Monday.